Now, where do we call this function? Yeah, now we can't actually go between those two types. I get that. Maybe we should go back and add that. Okay, now the type can convert between message error and character error. However, what calls process stream? That's going to be in server lib. Yep, two places here, and that was character. Let's run. Where's run character? Here it is. Process stream. So if this actually fails or errors out, nothing happens if we don't do anything with that information. All right. Which to me says that we shouldn't actually be returning it there. Okay. Oh, 12 hours. That's a long stream. Okay, so, and it is so close to actually working. I do not like this thing here where we can't handle the message, because it feels like if somebody tosses gibberish here, the way it forces code to fit in a certain mold is quite beautiful. Actually, the thing I like about it is I've built large systems before, and you address the problems of large systems up front. So while you do have an incurred cost up front, you gain later. It's like the false promise of garbage collection, right? By having garbage collection, it's something that you don't have to worry about, but eventually you will have to worry about it. You know what? I'm going to undo that little bit there at the top because we're not doing anything with that output. So we should not be able to return something like that. In this case, we should either drop the user let's look into process item stream. Maybe I got the signature wrong here. Because here we do the try into. Right, and we have a server bound packet kind and all that. Maybe it's okay. I mean, that wants bytes, or not bytes, it wants a server mount packet. Server mount packet's a packet. Alright, so if this does fail, looks like we just have to handle it. We'll give that a match, and take care of it. So if we get an error, some sort of parse error, whatever it is. What should we do to the user that sends the bad stuff? I'd like to just drop them. All right. Oh, it shouldn't be like that. It should be one of those. Come on. Oh, fine. We'll type it out. Now in this case, we have an OK. That means that it handled it just fine. All right, let's rename that to packet, because that's the kind it wants. All right, get rid of that and that. Now we should have more errors. Good, on the other side of the fence here. So this is process stream. Now in auth, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've watched him actually work on Nim during his stream. I do find it quite fascinating to see how he's building language. But part of the reason why I'd like to learn Rust is because, like, it goes back to kind of my software roots, right? Doing a lot of C, C++ earlier on. But then also, I might be able to... Oh, you haven't seen him work on it? Oh my goodness, who actually streams that? Man, I recognize his icon more than his name. But yeah, eventually, you know, I could actually see getting a job programming in Rust. So that's part of the reason why I want to work on this. I couldn't actually see actually getting a job working with Nim. With the way that things are going with the Mozilla. That I don't think that's going to actually disrupt Rust like people make it out to be. Sure, Server was experimental, right? And they did a whole bunch of really awesome stuff with it. Got the new CSS stuff with it. I'm sure they could actually pull more stuff forward with it. I mean, it's sad that it has, you know, it has an impact on people's lives, and business decisions often do. And sometimes we think that they're poorly made, and sometimes we think they were made in a good way. But every time we look at something like that from the outside, we don't have all the information. So, you know, it's hard to be that sort of armchair, you know, business evaluation guru. I do expect that people just try to do the best for people. I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. In fact, I think that companies looking to adopt Rust might actually pick up some of those Rust developers that were otherwise locked away inside of Mozilla. Well, yeah, it's R&D. It's not a line item that adds. It's always designed to take away. I think it actually helped Firefox stay relevant. Without this, Firefox wouldn't work, right? I mean, with all the new enhancements that they've made to Firefox, it's staying in the game a little longer. And if it gets behind, you'll probably see Servo fire up again. Or they'll keep Servo going on just enough to be able to get something out of it. All right. I wanted to see this compile, and I am running out of steam. Let's see how much further we can take it. Let's try to focus on one at a time. Oh, I see. In this case, found codec error. Now is that So 130, we actually call character process stream. Is that because of how we specify this here? Yes. So if that's a codec error, oh, where is that type? TCP codec? Oh, come on. Character. Toss that on there. All right, now we have the codec error there. We had 3 errors previously. Now we're down to 2. All right, we're going to make the same sort of changes for process stream in auth that we made here. I'm going to copy this. Actually, copy that. So I'm going to keep that as a reference for now. And this needs to be codec error. Yeah, it'll have a different ID, and that's fine. Stream item, yes, break that apart. Then we have kind. Ah, interesting. At this point, we're going to have to do one of those bits. Then where we have value. And let's rename that. So instead of message, we have bytes, and that's a packet. Why are we tracing that twice? Oh, one's an E print line. Okay. Oh, interesting. This one actually does a packet try into. But we have to go from bytes to a packet, and then a packet into a kind. That makes sense. Gonna toss fix me on there. Gonna get rid of this. Which also reminds me, this 2D needs a fix me. I do a little scrub with this every now and then. Hey, Leviska. How's it going? Do I use Rust at work? No, I'm a web dev. Sorry, I did Rust commands in the wrong one. Sorry. My Vim keys are showing. All right. Character cargo, auth cargo, need that in there. Codec error. Codec error. Web dev with Rust. Oh, someday. I tease them at work about that. All right, let's pull in try from. All right, now the type over here. Fuse future is not implemented for that. Is it this fuse here? Oh, get out of the way, errors. Alright, this one works. Why doesn't the other one work? Are we web yet? Yes. Alright, so that... Oh, the signature of auth for process stream for auth is wrong. Character process stream. We ended up taking, yeah, the bytes. Yeah. Alright, now we have to pull bytes in. Oh, is that already in there? Okay. ID gen needs to be mutable, sure. What else? Multiplexer. Actually, multiplexer shouldn't be available here. And we should get multiplexer and packeteer off of the auth object in that case. Yeah. Where's multiplexer? Auth needs to be mutable. Mutable auth. Why am I not seeing multiplexer in that? Oh, here. This should be auth multiplexer. Alright, we'll have to do the same thing down below. Character. How do I rust? Well... That's a big question. That's a really big question. It needs to be mutable. Okay. Toss character on there, and then at this point, ooh, it looks like I'm supposed to be awaiting something. Is it that one? Yes. All right. Yeah, we're going to leave those alone. And this one. What about this one? Okay, we'll get rid of that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, 6 pages. All right, feature, guard no send. What are we trying to send between these? In ejection, what is this whole project? Yes. We're building a game server and a client. Nasty is kind of relative. Here we have something inside of a read-write lock guard. And what is it really saying? It's saying that something cannot be sent safely between threads. And this looks like... What is that? Function call? Mutable function? Because this here doesn't look like... That doesn't look like unit. That looks like a function here. So is it a pointer to a mutable function? Yes, this is the server code. We'd use Rust on the client and on the server. All right. So we're doing a spawn and async executor. Yes, that's right. Send is not implemented for that. So I missed a send on something. Now it's within this here. What is this? Phantom data for the ejection stuff. And that's inside the read-write lock. So this guard is trying to go between these. Oh. Really? Where's multiplexer? Where is it? Receive. Stream item. No, it's not going to be there. They're not returning. Oh, this is ejection. No, this is a packeteer. No, we use ejection in both packeteer and multiplexer. Final Spartan. What's the monetization model? Build using Rust? I don't know. Build game. Stage 2, question marks. Stage 3, profit. We're using the GD native bindings. So they are over here. The 4.0 Vulkan push. I think it's fine. I think the Godot people are fairly bright people and that they've been making games for a while. And GPO Pro, there's a clip somewhere on that. There's a clip that I have. I don't know where it is though. But yeah, at the moment there's no monetization model. Yes, exactly, the underpants gnomes. Yes, that's actually what I was referring to them. All right, so is this from, which one is this from? This is from a read-write lock guard, phantom data, legacy ejection. Okay, so it's something inside the ejection. Ah. So this is either because multiplexer or the other is actually being sent across threads there. Interesting. So we could try to test that, although... Oh, you know what? It says right here. It's inside of packeteer. All right. Now in that case, let's go to packeteer. Here we have packeteer. Where do we use ejection? Right here. W here is static. And it should be a little bit more than that, shouldn't it? Probably. Send plus, sync plus. All right. What else? Maybe we should toss unpin on there too. You know, because that's what we always do. Is that all of them? Let's check the tests, which we have just a few. Not the important ones, though. You'd like to work on a game? School's really not for you. Messing with your school's net or just looking at documentation and getting into new concepts and development? Really interested in math in school. That's cool. Just casually add some bounds. I'm fairly sure this is going to be it. Because it was saying that ejection here didn't actually have the right bits inside of it. How to explain that? Just a moment. I need to yell at the goats. All right, there they go. So what it was saying in the first error over here on section 5, paragraph 4, sub-bullets 3 and 4, was that inside of packet here, we have some sort of future that doesn't actually appear to be moving across threads safely. Now, if we look at this, here we have read-write guard, fine, it's something inside of there. Read-write guards themselves should not go across threads. So I understand that, but why would that actually be moving across a thread boundary? I guess there might be something possible. I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get through that. Okay, I think Packeteer with ejection here should work. If we look at ejection, this is a different crate. All right. Let's try it out. All right, my daughter just told me a joke. Why was the pig covered in ink? Because it lived in a pen. Didn't. That was a good one. Yeah, GPO Pro. I don't think that I'm going to go to the V4 directly. For something like that, I don't want to live on the bleeding edge. So, I mean, maybe once like version 3 or 4.3 comes out or something, we'll look into it. But it's going to have to be some nice, easy transition because I'd like to make a game. I don't want to, just migrate. That happens way too often. All right. Yeah, just going to casually toss that on there. Okay, that's done. Cargo update. Oh, nope, that didn't do it. All right. Well, I'm going to tap out.